Hey everyone! Today we're talking about something that's, well, it's basically a career superpower in today's world, business analytics. And stick around because we're going to show you exactly how to make it your superpower. All right, a huge welcome to Career Experience TV. Now, if you've been following along, you know this is another episode in our deep dive series on data and business analysis. We're really breaking down all the must-know concepts for your career. So let's just start with the big question, right? We are absolutely swimming in data these days. It's everywhere. But how do you personally turn all that noise, all that information into real influence? That's the puzzle we're going to solve today. Okay, first things first. Every superhero needs their toolkit, right? So in this first section, we're going to forge the essential tools you'll need to really succeed out there in the world of analytics. So what in the world is business analytics anyway? Well, to put it simply, it's all about using data, using numbers, to find the story that's hidden inside. It's about finding those insights so you and your company can make way smarter decisions. And the whole process really breaks down into 4 clear steps. Think of it like a journey. First, you have descriptive analytics, which just asks, what happened? Then you get to play detective with diagnostic analytics to figure out, okay, why did that happen? Next up is the really cool part, predictive analytics, which tries to forecast what's going to happen next. And finally, the most powerful step, prescriptive analytics, tells you, all right, what should we do about it? You see, it's a complete roadmap, taking you from raw data all the way to a concrete action plan. Now, you might be thinking, hang on, isn't this just data science? And that's a great question, but nope, not quite. This is a really important difference. You see, data science is super technical. It's about building complex algorithms and statistical models to make sense of all the raw data. Business analytics, on the other hand, is focused on pulling out the meaning from that data and then visualizing it, making it easy to understand so leaders can make those big decisions. I love this analogy. Data science builds the engine, but business analytics gets to drive the car. Okay, enough with the theory. Let's step into the arena and see how real companies are using these tools to absolutely dominate. First up, let's look at a major mobile network operator. Now, they had this massive problem, network outages. You know, the kind that makes customers furious and costs a fortune to fix after it's already broken. So what they do? They turn to predictive analytics. And this is the magic number. By analyzing their data, they could see potential network outages coming up full, get this, 7 days in advance. Just think about that for a second. That is literally like having a crystal ball for your entire company's infrastructure. So what's the big deal? What could they actually do with that knowledge? Well, everything. They prevented outages before they even started. They could schedule maintenance at the absolute perfect time. They saved a ton of money on operational costs, and their whole network was just humming along at peak performance. It's a perfect example of how powerful it is to look into the future. All right, next up, a company I'm pretty sure we've all used, Uber. So they wanted to make their customer support system better, and we're talking about a system that handles millions of tickets. The big question was, how could they possibly know if a new system would actually be an improvement? Well, they used a classic prescriptive analytics tool called A/B testing. The concept is actually super simple, but it's incredibly powerful. You just compare 2 different versions of something, in Uber's case, their old support tool versus a new one, to see which one performs better in the real world with real customers. There's no guesswork at all. It's just data. And the results? Whoa, they were staggering. The data proved, without a doubt, that the new tool led to way faster customer service and much higher satisfaction scores. But here's the bottom line. By trusting the data from that simple test, Uber didn't just make customers happier, they literally saved millions of dollars. Okay, so we've seen how this works out in the real world. Now let's talk about the strategic payoff. We're talking about the real rewards, not just for the company, but for you and your career. This study from MicroStrategy really shows why companies are pouring money into this. Look at this. 64% use data to be more efficient, 56% use it to make better decisions, and more than half use it to directly drive their financial performance. The takeaway here is that data isn't just some nice-to-have anymore. It's right at the heart of how modern businesses win. And we can put some really hard numbers on that financial performance. A Bark study found that companies who are good at data analytics saw, on average, an 8% jump in revenues and a 10% drop in costs. Trust me, those are the kinds of numbers that get a CEO's attention fast. Okay, this is all great for the big companies. I get it. But let's bring it right back to you. With businesses everywhere chasing these kinds of results, what on earth does that mean for your personal career journey? It means this: 23%. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, jobs for operations research analysts, which is a core business analytics role, are projected to grow by a massive 23% through 2031. They describe that as much faster than average. In today's job market, that is the kind of number you want to build your career around. So the opportunity here is just huge. Let's start to wrap this up by looking at what it really takes to grab that opportunity and build your own data-powered future. And it really comes down to combining the right skills to have the biggest impact possible. Success in this field is all about balance. Of course, you absolutely need the technical skills. You got to know how to collect and analyze data, do hypothesis testing, and create great visualizations. But, and this is the key, the analysts who become truly influential are the ones who combine those tech skills with crucial soft skills like critical thinking, amazing communication, and a really deep understanding of the business itself. And this quote just says it all, doesn't it? It's not just about being the person who can crunch the numbers. The people who can also interpret what those numbers mean in a business context and then communicate that story effectively, those are the people who are going to add the most value and have the greatest impact. Period. So we end right back where we started. In a world that's overflowing with data, the opportunity is sitting right there in front of you. Your data is waiting. The only question left is, what story are you going to tell? Hey, if you got value out of this today, do us a huge favor. Go ahead and like this presentation, share it with your network, and definitely subscribe for more from Career Experience TV. And don't forget to check out our other videos in this data series. Thanks so much for watching.